Welcome back to my YouTube channel. On this channel, we talk about digital marketing. And in this video, I want to talk to you about customer avatar, which is basically a fancy way of saying you're a ideal client. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and let's dive in. All right, let me ask you a question. Who is your ideal client? Do you really know who you want to work with? It's interesting that a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs don't really know who they really want to work with, who is their ideal client. We've been working with different types of clients, and especially restaurants, which are basically our main clients. And you might think that, let's say, for a restaurant, every single person can be their client, right? And that's what business owners and restaurant owners usually tell us. Everyone is our ideal client. I mean, in our head, it doesn't really make any sense because there are different types of restaurants, and not every single person will go to a restaurant. I mean, theoretically speaking, yes, every single person can go to a restaurant because everyone likes to eat, but it doesn't mean that they're ideal clients. So you need to figure out for yourself who is your ideal client. Why is this important? Before you start running any marketing campaigns, you need to figure out what's your customer's age, gender, where do they live, what do they do for a living, are they married, what's their marital status, are they single, married, do they have kids, how many kids do they have, if they have kids, how old are they, of course their interests, their job position. This is, I would say, the first part, what you should know about your customer. And of course, it really depends on your type of business and the type of a product or service that you sell. Not every single product or service needs that much information. But if it's a, well, let's say a higher ticket product or service, you need to know all this information. So when you write the copy, for your ads, when you write the copy for your landing page, whether it's a sales funnel or a marketing funnel, when you write your emails, you need to know who you talk to. So when you write that copy, let's say for the ad, for the Facebook ad, and you create the ad, you choose the objective, you choose the targeting, things that I just mentioned, and at the end, you need to choose your creative and then write the copy. So in the beginning, you could, how the copywriting, in the copywriting world, we would usually call out our client, whether based on their, let's say, location, or based on their maybe interests, or maybe based on their job description. It really depends what you want to emphasize on. So I'll give you an example of what we would do. We would write something like, "Attention Montreal business owners." So when the person sees that, if they first of all live in Montreal, well, they will stop to read the copy, and then second of all, if they run a business, they'll stop as well. And this way we will basically, those people are our ideal clients if we're running ads for the marketing agency. Let's say if we are promoting an event for one of our clients, let's say a sport bar that we're managing, and then a big UFC fight is coming up, or a big hockey game, a big basketball game is coming up. So we can basically, again, call out people that like basketball, that like UFC, and then mention that part. So there are different ways how you could do it, but in order for you to do it, you need to know who is your ideal client. And after that, when they see that, they would read the copy, they would go to the landing page, they would read that part. On the landing page again, or on the landing page itself, you need to write it the way and show that you understand the client. So there are multiple touch points, I would say, multiple points of what you need to know about your ideal clients. Let's go through all of them. I have them right in front of me. I already mentioned a couple of them. You'll be able to see them on the screen. So first of all, as I said, it's going to be the age, gender, marital status, if they're single or married, number of children, if they have any, the location where they live, maybe a favorite quote, if they have a quote that they like, or maybe a quote that you like and you think that they might like that quote as well. The occupation, job title, annual income. It really depends. So for the annual income, if you want to sell a higher ticket product or service, annual income would make a difference for you. level of education, whether it's college, high school, university, whatever you need. What are their goals? So you basically need to know what your ideal client's goals are and how your product or service can help achieve those goals. The next step is what are their values. After that, you need to write down what are their challenges and how your product can help them, your product or service can help them overcome those challenges. The next part is pain points. So it is similar to challenges, but some of the pain points might be different from the challenge itself. After that, you'll write down objections that your potential clients and your ideal clients might have. So let's say throughout the copy on the landing page, you could mention different objections that your ideal clients can have and give them answers to those questions that might have, so they wouldn't have any questions when they go through the process itself. And of course, you would need to know their role in the purchase process, because they might be the person who decide that they will buy the product or service, or maybe they need to talk to their spouse, maybe they need to talk to their kids, I don't know, maybe their parents, their business partners. Again, it really depends who is your ideal client. And of course, you can also think of different sources of information. And what I mean by this, write down who do they follow and what kind of websites do they visit, different websites or blogs, so you could get traffic from. You could write down, let's say when you're doing targeting on social media, especially on Facebook ads, you could, let's say, write down different books that they like. You just write the title, and Facebook would give you the title. Different magazines, blogs or websites. What type of conferences do they visit or do they go to? What gurus do they follow, or basically influencers? So maybe Facebook can also give you that information, and any other information that you think is important for your ideal client. So these are all the steps that you basically need to go through to find out who is your ideal client and who you really want to work with. If you want, we will actually add a link in the description under this video, so you could download this PDF and simply print it or use it as a PDF and fill it out for yourself. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below under this video, or message me on social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn. It's all the same, Alex Thoric. And I hope that this video gave you some value. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and also let me know what kind of topics would you like me to cover in the future.